Danny Cummins,
Joe Fowler,
Janice Cummings,
Eugene Skipper,
Betty Skipper, Sylvia Miller.
Over the years, during sports activities or even riding bicycles, many children never wore helmets. In fact, many children grew up saying, "What don't kill you just makes you stronger." I was even one of those kids. But as time passed, many children started suffering from increasing concussions, which is a mild-traumatic brain injury that can occur to the head after an impact or during a whiplash-type injury that can cause the head and brain to shake quickly back and forth, and even some die from the traumatic brain injury. Today my goal is to discuss what happens when he or she does not wear a helmet versus when someone does wear a helmet and the importance of it. When someone does not wear a helmet, for instance when a child does not wear a helmet during a sports activity or while riding a bicycle, it is just like when they wreck in a car. Their head keeps going, but their body stays still. Their brains are still developing and is not fully settled into the cranial cavity. So when the fall is made and the sudden impact takes place, the sudden jar to the head makes it easier for them to receive the brain injury due to the space that the brain has to move, which will also lead to the injury of the brain. Not wearing a helmet can lead to serious side effects in the brain. Some of the side effects for just a mild head injury can be permanent behavior and cognitive problems such as memory loss, inability to concentrate, and sleep disorders. Severe traumatic brain injuries lead to permanent disability or even death. According to CDC.gov and rush.edu, one of the main reasons why a child needs to wear a helmet while playing sports is because the brain does not fully develop until they are in their 20s. Wearing a helmet during sports activities can help prevent traumatic brain injury, along with death. When a helmet is in use, then the helmet is known to absorb most of the shock that is created from the fall. Out of 1.7 million traumatic brain injuries that resulted in death, hospitalization, or a trip to the ER in the U.S., 35% of the injuries were caused by falls of some sort due to not wearing a helmet, but could have possibly been prevented by wearing a helmet. And this is an example of a horseback riding helmet that I've been on to wear while riding my horse, and I was one of the kids that went for many years without wearing a helmet, and I myself have now learned to pay the side effects of not wearing a helmet, and I have been known to suffer from a stroke from many concussions, and I have seizures occasionally from not wearing a helmet due to many concussions. Wearing helmets are a major debate in today's time on whether or not they are really important, but in reality, helmets do hold an importance when helmets are playing sports or riding bicycles. Now that I've told you the importance of wearing helmets versus not wearing helmets, and what can happen to he or she who doesn't wear one, I hope you learn the true importance of it.
Danny Cummins,
Joe Fowler,
Janice Cummings,
Eugene Skipper,
Betty Skipper, Sylvia Miller.